Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? Whoa! I did not look all the way to the back. You guys are amazing. I am in the right place. Before I start speaking about this topic, I want to give thanks to the campus ministry and all its team for bringing me here. And I want to say thank you especially to Mr. William, who waited by the airport forever while my plane was stuck by the airport for 45 minutes. We couldn't leave. And he waited, and I appreciate it very much. And when I arrived, he was still happy and cheery and running jokes. So I do appreciate that. Again, my name is Sophia London, and I am a community health worker. What is that? I will explain in a minute. I am from Panama. I am from Panama. I was born and raised in Panama, and I came to the beautiful United States at 35 years old, and that's all I went to say about my age. And when I came here, I had no idea what I had to do. In Panama, I was an engineer. And I only was an engineer because my father had 6 daughters and wanted a boy. So I thought the best thing that could make me be like a guy would be an engineer. So I went and do a construction first because that's how you had to start. And my construction teacher looked at me and said, "Sophia, you can do more." I said, "No. I want to mix the cement and put the blocks and do all that stuff." And him said, "No, you can do better than that." So I will do all the math, and the guys will do the hard work. So my father was disappointed because I did not do the men's stuff. But my teacher said, "No, you can do better than that." So when I came to the United States, I had no idea what I was going to do. I started working for Human Services in Minnesota. And then it started. I realized that as an immigrant, there's a lot of things that you don't know when you just come into the country. For all of you that don't know, when you come into the United States, they check you from head to toe to make sure you're not bringing any sicknesses into their country. They give you many shots, and if you don't get the shots, they fine you to make sure you get those shots. So I work with Human Services in Minnesota, and that's where I realized that there was a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds that needed help. So one time when these families came into the United States, somehow immigration, naturalization didn't catch them, and they went home, and they came in with malaria. So there was a big meeting, because malaria is contagious. So we went to the neighborhood, and we had to give shots to everybody, not only the family, but everybody around them. That's where my passion began, because certain people was looking at them like if they was infected, like you didn't want to touch them, you didn't want to work with them. And I thought, that could be me. So yes, I was illegal for 5 years, not because I wanted to, but because my mother tricked me into coming to the United States. And I was illegal for that reason. She called me one day and said, "Your husband has been stabbed." I said, "What?" He came to the United States before us, and they said, my mom said, "Your husband is stabbed. You have to come to the United States now. He is dying." And I thought, is he really dying? And she said, "You're not going to make it through this week." So I picked up my 2 lovely daughters. They was just 6 and 8. And I leave everything the way it was, pick up my daughters, jump in the plane, come to the United States. And when I reached to New York, my husband was standing there. I said, "You better be dying." Like dying, like dead. And he said, "What?" And my mother said, "Now that you're here, might as well you just stay." So that's how my lovely family and I became undocumented, because she said, "Go to Minnesota, and if you don't like it, you can go home." Well, my family are traders. My daughters and my husband love that. So that's why we stay. So for 5 years, when I was legal in Minnesota, when I go to the bathroom, I go with my papers, my purse, you go with everything. When you are illegal in this country, you have that mindset that anything can happen and they can separate you from your family, okay? So with that in mind, let me get in right away to what I do. This is my schedule on a weekly basis. And Monday morning, we go to one of these churches that I work with, and we have people that come from all walks of life. Today, I am going to talk to you about 3 different groups: the undocumented, the homeless, and the working poor. That's who I work with. So we come up on Monday morning, and on Monday morning, people come from all over because the Lion Club will give them eyeglasses. So everybody come, we do all the paperwork. The Lion Club will give them the eye exam and the glasses, free. So we do that on Monday, and everybody just come and get what they need, and then they leave. In the afternoon, I call everybody that I know and ask for clothes. And Tuesday, we have a homeless shower. The homeless come in on Tuesdays to get clothes, take a shower. We have food, we have dessert, we have everything they need for them to come in on that Tuesday. So they come in and they take the shower, and we do all of that. So in the morning, I am recollecting clothes from everywhere. The pants, the shirt, whatever you have, I'll take it because the homeless are coming in. When I leave there, I go to the food pantry. In the food pantry, there's something very different at food pantries. When you hear food pantries, I don't know what comes to your mind, but I am the one that walk up to every car to find out what else they need. So I walk up to this car, and I say, "Hi, sir, how you doing?" And he start to cry, and I thought, did I say something wrong? And when I let him cry, and then he said, 3 months ago, I had a job, I had my family, I was traveling, I was doing the thing, and now look at me. I'm at a food pantry begging for food because I'm sick, and the money that I make is not enough to feed my family. I said, "Okay, what else do you need?" He said, "I don't have enough money to see a doctor, but I know I'm sick, that's why I lose my job." I said, "Okay, I can fix that. What else do you need?" He said, "Well, we are living with my cousin, and she just said that we have to pay light and water." I said, "I got that. What else do you need?" My job is to get the people what they need. I work with Methodist Healthcare Ministry, and they have built 2 big clinics that see only people that don't have insurance and undocumented. We have doctors, nurses, physical therapists, dentists, psychologists, all of this stuff in the 2 clinics. So all I have to do is find out what they need so I can send them to my clinic. But in this case, we also have social workers that will get them the money for the light, the water, the phone, the cable, whatever they need. So my job is to find out what do you need so I can send you and get what you need. So all of this is on Tuesday, usually. Wednesday morning, at 5 o'clock, we have something that named the bus stop ministry, where 7 different routes of buses come and park, and people going from back and forth. They went to the buses. And we are there at 5 in the morning with coffee and donuts and cookies and bananas and prayers and Bibles and gloves and whatever they need. So this guy came, and I'm doing something at the table, and he said, he held my hands, and when I look up, you shouldn't hold me like that, but he held my hands, and when I look up, he started crying. I said, "Papa, what happened?" And he started crying, and I said, "Okay, cry, it's all right." And then he said, "You don't know what just happened to me." I said, "No, I don't, but you won't tell me." He said, "I got a new job." I said, "Good for you." He said, "But I get paid on Friday, is Wednesday." I said, "That's excellent." He said, "But I am hungry. I have no money." I said, "Okay." This is what he said. "I took the bus this morning, and I was going to stop at Walmart and get peanut butter, banana, bread, water, milk. I'm hearing the list. And he said, I was going to put it in my jacket. And at that point, I looked, and he had a jacket, and he opened the jacket, and he had packets everywhere. I said, what were you going to do again? He said, I was going to steal it. I said, oh, that's the shopping you was going to do? He said, yes. I said, okay, what happened? God put him to sleep from this bus stop to this bus stop. This is where I am. This is where Walmart is. So he went from here, fall asleep, knocked out, and wake up where I am. I said, Papa, did you just realize God has just saved you from going to jail? He said, I know, but I'm hungry. I said, okay, we have whatever, okay, we have donuts, we have. So I called the pastor. I work with 5 different pastors from the Methodist churches. And I said, Pastor, this is what's going on. He said, young man. So the pastor went inside, get 2 gift cards from Walmart, guest bus card for the bus, and tell him wherever you are, whenever you need something, just come back here. I will help you. Him say, you don't know. I was going to go to jail today. I said, there's no need for all of that. We are here. And even if it's not Wednesday, just come and get what you need. Okay? I meet people from all walk of life. And this boy was not an illegal immigrant, undocumented. He was just a young man trying to survive. Okay? Thursday, I go back to the food pantries, and in the afternoon, I see clients to find out what it is they need. My job trained me in every area, because when I do home visit, my job is to see more than what the people are saying. So I walk into this house, and I had this feeling that something was not right. I saw the little girl, and she had like bruises, and she had this thing, and I thought, I need more training. So I went to my boss, and I said, look, I cannot do no more home visits if you don't train me. I need to walk in the houses and recognize and see what I need to see. I still have this feeling. So I went back to the house, and this time after the training, I went back into the house. This girl was being abused and neglected. So in this training, I realized, because I had the training for youth, children, and adults, I could recognize abuse and neglect in this group. So I just did a phone call, and they went and checked. The uncle who had mental issues and didn't go back and get his medication was molesting the little girl. But I'm glad that I saw that, because my job is to see beyond what people say. So I get to intervene on that, and they get help, and everything was fixed. But that was just because when I walk in, the Holy Spirit will tell you things that you just cannot see. The Holy Spirit will put that feeling inside of you that something is wrong. With that in mind, I want to go directly into immigration. Can I get my first slide? Please, my first pictures on the wall, on the screen. Because I work with the immigrant people, I want to let you know that, picture. But that's good. You are world changers. Why are you world changers anyway? Do you know why? Most of you are going to graduate from here, and you're going to be engineer, doctor, physical therapists, nurses, professors, what else? Everybody has something different that they're going to do. You are not going to be good at what you do if you don't work with the Holy Spirit. Let me explain to you why. If you are, and I know you're raking up some bills, I know that, but if you go out of this place only to make money, you are not going to be the world changer that you're supposed to be. For you to be a world changer, you need to work with your heart. You need to work with compassion. You need to work with mercy. And the next word that I am going to say is this: you cannot be judgmental. The people that you are going to work with, you may not even like them. I went in the Somali community because we had to do something different. And the guy, there was a group of men sitting there. And I walk in, and I was looking for somebody because that person needed to get a shot. And I walk in, I'm a woman, hello. And the guys, them look at me like, and they start speaking their language. Wish I could understand. And when they finished speaking their language, I walk up and I said, I am looking for Ali. And one of the guys, them say, you are a woman, you shouldn't be here. And you shouldn't be looking for Ali. I said, sir, if I don't find Ali, the police will come and pick him up. So he looked at me, police? I said, yes. I need him to come and get a shot because he has something that we need to take care of. So, where is Ali? So Ali was in the back doing something because he's a cook. So I walked straight into the back, and when I said, Ali, there was many of them. I don't know who was Ali anyway. So I said, Ali. And the first guy that looked, I said, you, come here. And he looked at me like, nobody put their finger on me. I'm a man. In my country, we'll cut your finger. And I said, I'm so sorry. Can you please come? I'm here because you have to get da-da-da-da-da-da, and we have to do da-da-da-da-da-da, and you need to come with me now. If you don't come with me today, by 5 o'clock, they will come and get you, and you're not going to like what they're going to do. So he came up with me, and he went through the back door. He didn't want the guys them to see him walking with me. So we went through the back door, and we jumped in the car, and we left, and he went and get his shot. I get a lot of resistance because I'm black, and I'm not black American. I speak Spanish, and I'm not Mexican, and I live in San Antonio. Hello. So it's very hard sometimes for me to get my work done. When I go in the community, I go to schools and teach about every topic on the planet Earth. I go to schools and I get to teach to the mothers because I believe that if you change the mom, the house will be better off. So we go to schools and we teach the parents and we do all these things with them. But in that little group there's always someone that is resistant because of the color of my skin or because I'm not like them. I don't look, talk, nor walk, nor act like them. So I have to fight that barrier just to help them. Let me go back to judgmental. When you leave this place and you get your career and you are ready to go and you're like, yes, I will conquer the world, you are going to find people that don't want you to help them because you're white, or because you're black, because you don't speak them language, because you're a woman, because you're tall, because you're short. It doesn't matter. Your job is to help them because that is a mandate that you have from the Lord, okay? Now, I need my slide and the screen, please. When you hear illegal immigrant, what the first thing come to your mind? Exactly. When you hear undocumented, what's the first thing come to your mind? I want you to look at this slide and tell me, this could not be you. This could not be your grandparents. This could not be your family members. What did you see? The second slide, please. I am going to stop here for a minute. Who of you in this room are the only child? Lift your hands. No siblings. No siblings whatsoever. It's okay. I wish I was. I have 5 sisters. Shoot. I wish it was me alone, but okay, so. All right. Who have 2 sisters? 2 brothers, 2 sisters. All right. 3. 3? No? Yes? 5. All right. 5. 6. All right. 7. All right. 7. Okay, this is it. Who have 8 siblings? Good. Back here. Imagine leaving your siblings, your grandparents, your parents, and everybody behind to find a better life in a different country. Imagine leaving everybody behind. Everybody. And when you cross over, you're not even sure if you will ever see them again. For whatever reason they are coming over, your job, if you choose to accept it, is to work with them and try to make them have a better life. How are you going to do that? No judging. Help all that you can, and may God help you to change their life, one life at a time. There are so many that you think we can help them, one person at a time. There is this homeless person that used to come around the church. Back in the day, he was somebody, as he said it, but today he was just a homeless person, and he will come and get food and whatever. And somehow this day he woke up and he said, I'm done with this life. So he went and somebody said, are you really done? He said, yeah, it's okay. So he got a truck, somebody gave him a truck, and cleaning out the truck, he found 2 coins. He had no idea what they were, but he thought they were something. So he came back to the ministry that gave him food and tell the pastor, Pastor, I don't know what this word, but I want to give it to you because when I was down, you guys was good to me. Those coins changed the roof of the church. He remembered and he came back to be a blessing. The people that you are going to help are going to remember your work. When they remember you, I hope you put a smile in their face, because they will remember what you did for them. They will remember everything that you do for them. They remember the face. They remember your body language. They remember everything that you did. And I pray that when they remember you, it's good. Because let me tell you, if I have to help you and I'm judging you, you can see it in my face. You can see it in my face. If I choose not to help you, but I have to, you will see it in my face. The only way you are going to be world changers if you decide that you are God's hands and feet. You are God's hands and feet. People are not going to stop coming over our borders. They will not. Mexico, 59 cents an hour. That's what they get paid. Honduras, 79 cents an hour. My country, beautiful Panama, $1.22. And I know you don't believe this, but your TV make everyone want to come to the United States. It looked like a glamorous life. So all they think is, I am going to have a glamorous life. So I'm going to the United States. And then they cross the border and things are not the way they thought it was. You are going to work with people that need you. The working poor is the people that you will work with most of all. These are the people that work every day at their job, and when they get paid, they don't make enough to pay the light, water, phone, cable, or food insurance, medical insurance, car insurance. So what they do, they choose and pick, what do I pay this time? Do I pay light? Do I buy food? Do I pay the insurance? What do I do? And that is the working poor that I work with. So my job with the working poor is to get them food. Sometimes get them money to pay the light, water bill, or whatever they can. That is my job. I love what I do because I could do something else, but anytime I have to work with people, I just know at the end of the day, and you are going to have at the end of the day too, at the end of the day, when I go home, I know I made a difference in somebody's life. And my hope is that that person make a difference in somebody else's life. And you only help people one person at a time because you're hoping that they will change somebody's lives too. Again, I am a community health worker, and I work with an amazing company that make me go all over and do all kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, our job is to make somebody else's life easier. The poor you will have with you always. That's what the Bible says. The poor you will have with you always. So if that is truth, what is your job as a world changer? What is your job? Your job is when you leave this place, go out there and make a difference in those people's life. Can you help everybody? No. Can you help somebody? Yes. Who can become homeless? Who? The businessman, the single mother, the single father. Everyone. I want to stop in you. I know you don't believe that you could be homeless one day, and I pray not. But things happen. Everyone or anyone could be homeless in any moment. The stories them that I hear are crazy stories them sometimes. And I said, what? But it happened. Anyone could happen to us. Your job, if you accept it, is when you leave this place, God is going to send you places that you have not even think about. I am from a little town in Panama, very little town. And when I was growing up, they asked me, what do you want to do, Sophia? I said, I want to talk and get paid. What do you want to do, Sophia? I want to speak and get paid. I have no idea what I was talking about. But if God can do that for me, He can do that for you. He is going to send you places. If your heart is willing, He is going to send you places to change the world. Don't do it for the money. The money will come. Change people's lives along the way. And at the end of your day, at the end of the day, you are going to know that you did it for somebody else. Every one of you inside here don't have no idea what the world have in store for you, but God do. God knows what He have in store for you. And what He have in store for you, if you let Him, is to change the world. Is to change the world. But you got to believe it, and you have to make the Holy Spirit tell you what to do and how to do it. When you find immigrants and when you find undocumented people, you don't know their stories, just don't judge. I was coming in a plane last night, and I tell the guy that was sitting beside me, I was going to speak about immigration, and he said, I am so sorry. I said, why? That's a touchy thing. You shouldn't talk about that. Change your topic. I said, why? He said, because you can't help them. Don't talk about it. And I was about to change my topic. But this is what I do. This is what I do for a living. I work with immigrants. I work with undocumented. I work with homeless people, and I work with the working poor. I have chosen to make a difference in their life, and God bless me, putting me in a company, give me permission, and pay me to do it. Pay me to do what I do. Sometimes I pinch myself, and I like, do I get paid to do this? Yes. Okay, so, but I get paid to do what I do. Now, if you don't remember anything I said, because I really spoke fast just now, remember this. At the end of the day, every one of us have to give account to God of what we say, what we do, how we behave, and how we treat people. If that is truth, and all of us have to do that, are you going to be a world changer with your actions, with your body language, with your work, or with your mouth? Or are you going to go out to the world just to make money? I promise you, the money will come. God said, if you leave houses and family and everything for me, I will, paraphrasing, I will give you back 1,000-fold what you have lost in this world and in the world to come. So the money will come. I exhort every one of you to be a world changer by your heart. Don't judge them because you don't know their stories. And their stories are crazy. Yes, there are people out there that just want to use the system. We will always find those. But there are others that really struggling, and when they come to you, you are their way maker, their miracle worker, and you are their promise keeper. And remember this, you are their light in the darkness. That's what will make you a world changer. So again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak into you today. And please remember, regardless of everything that you do in your life, wherever you go, just be a world changer. Thank you.